My name is Sophia Gross, and I'm a physical therapist assistant at Minnesota Head and Neck Pain Clinic, and I'll be showing you some stretches for your low back, hips, and shoulders, as well as some yoga poses that can help those areas as well. So we'll start out with the low back stretches. And you'll just lay on your back, straightening one leg down to the floor. The other leg you're going to pull up towards your chest and hold for a count of 10 to 30 seconds. You should feel this in your hip flexors and in your glutes and hamstrings. Slowly release that leg down to the floor and pull the other leg in towards your chest, holding for 10 to 30 seconds. The next stretch is for your piriformis muscle, which is a hip external rotator. So you're going to pull your foot on top of your knee, opposite knee, and pulling your other knee up. Some people will feel a stretch here. If you do, that's fine. You should feel it right in the back of your butt. Otherwise, if you need more of a stretch, you can pull your other leg towards your chest and hold until you find a good spot. Again, just 10 to 30 seconds. Some people will feel the stretch here. Stabilize your knee, or you can pull up. The last stretch I'll be showing you is for your hamstrings. You can leave your other opposite leg bent, but you're going to bring the leg that you'll stretch to straighten it as far as you can, keeping your knee straight to make sure that you're feeling the stretch in your hamstrings, and gently pull towards you. And release the leg back down, straighten the opposite leg, and gently pull. Now I'll be demonstrating the yoga poses that we use for hip, low back, and shoulder pain. First, you'll start out on all fours and begin with breathing, and you'll inhale as you allow your belly button to drop towards the floor, stretching your low back and your abdominal muscles. Exhale as you push your belly button towards your spine, arching your back as high as you can towards the ceiling. And inhale. This stretch is called a cat and cow pose in yoga, and it's really just used to loosen up your spine before you begin your flow. Inhale and exhale. To end the cat and cow, you'll sit back into child's pose. Extend your hands as far in front of you as you can to really feel a stretch in those shoulders. Make sure you relax your head down to the floor so you don't strain your neck. And you can hold this pose for 10 to 20 seconds or whatever feels good for you. From here, we'll stand into a mountain pose, drawing your shoulder blades together as you reach up and do a slight back bend. You'll feel a nice stretch in your lower back. Hinge from your hips and sweep your arms wide as you bend down into a forward fold. We'll hold here for 10 seconds. Feeling the stretch in our hamstrings, our shoulders, your low back, and really releasing the full weight of your head. You can bend your knees if you need to. And Place your hands on the floor, stepping back with your right foot into a low lunge. And you'll feel this stretch in your right thigh or your hip flexor area, really opening up the pelvis. And we'll hold for 10 seconds. Shift your weight back onto your 2 back feet, and we'll come into our first downward dog. Remember to always keep your spine and arms as straight as you can in down dog, allowing your heels to sink towards the floor and your knees to bend if they need to. Come forward into your plank pose. Drop your knees to the floor to support your pelvis. Slowly pin your elbows into your rib cage. And lift into upward dog. Hold here for 10 seconds, feeling that nice stretch in your hip flexors in the front and in your low back. To come out of this pose, you'll tuck your toes under, push back into a downward dog, feeling that nice stretch in your hamstrings and your calves, pushing through your forearms, pulling your tummy in tight, and you'll step forward with your right foot into our low lunge, stretching the left hip flexors. Hold for 10 seconds. This time we'll shift our weight forward. We'll go into a nice deep forward fold again, releasing our head, reaching long, bending your knees if you need to. And when you're ready, sweep the arms up, drawing your shoulder blades together, and your sun salutation is finished.